So I just finished making my lunch out here in the woods over a wood stove that I've been testing. The lunch was pumpkin chili of all things, so watch for that if you're interested in hearing more about it. And of course now it's time for coffee. So today I'm going to be using something I've been testing now for a little while. It is a coffee mug with filter from the company SILVERANT Outdoors. If you're interested, keep watching. Thought what I'd do in an effort to kind of shorten this down a little bit is to talk about the mug and the filter inside of it as I'm actually making the coffee. So I have my table set up next to my wood stove. So let's go over and make a cup of coffee. All right, my kettle is hot and ready to make some coffee. So here's what's involved. You get a titanium double wall mug with fold-out butterfly handles, titanium filter in the inside. Yes, it could be used for tea. Very fine perforations all throughout. And of course the lid. Total package weight with the stuff sack, which is around here somewhere, is 5.7 ounces. Mug alone is 5.39. I'll put the rest of the weights in the video description. It's a 300 milliliter mug, so just over 1 cup. So that just gives you an idea. So now, to make coffee, doesn't get any simpler than this, really. So I have been using this for a while, and I've kind of got it down. I can get about 17 grams of coffee, 15 to 17 grams, with 2.5 tablespoons. Rampage coffee, of course. In my little, oh, by the way, somebody asked about this recently. This also is from SILVERANT. It's just a little tea/coffee container. They have them on their website. I don't know if I have a full review on it or not, but if I do, I'll put a link to it at the end. But I'll put the link to where you can see it at SILVERANT, at least in the video description. All right, coffee is ready. Now, when you pour water in on this, you're not going to get 300 milliliters. In fact, all I'm looking for is about 200, 250. Because, of course, the coffee and the filter themselves kind of displace some of that entire total volume. So if I bring it right up to the top, you should be able to see it's right up to the very top now. That's about 250, 1 full cup, and that's just what I'm looking for with that. So all I'm going to do now is let it steep for a little while, and when I'm ready to drink it, I'll show you how you take the filter out, drain it through, and we'll give it a taste test. 5 minutes later, maybe a little longer than that. You know what's nice about a double-walled titanium mug? I wouldn't be able to do that with any other mug that wasn't double-walled, so it's nice that I can hold on to it like that. Just point these out as well. This is a neat feature. Now, there are a lot of different butterfly handles on the market. This is reminiscent of the older GI set that has a notch here. And you know, I have found that if I get 2 fingers in there and then the third one rests at the bottom, it's actually comfortable than a lot of the butterfly handles and just a little easier to hold on to. So, small detail, but I just wanted to point that out. As is the lifter on the top. It doesn't, you know, you have to force it down. If you want it to stay down, you can, but it wants to pop back up again. So it's always going to be available to you. And if you need a stick, I don't know why you would, it's easy enough to lift off. It has a good friction fit on it as well. Okay, let me just set that aside for a minute. I don't think I'm going to need it again. So like I said, about 5 minutes. Now the best way to think of this is like a French press, but with even finer filters. So it's an immersion brewer. The coffee and the water have all been sitting and hanging out together, so you get the maximum amount of extraction. The trick is not to let it go so long that it starts to boil. So you lift it up, let the water drain through. That doesn't take very long, and I'm left with about 225, 250 milliliters of coffee in the mug, and as you can see, still steaming hot as well. But tasty. Oh yeah, but that is hot though. So I'll just hold on to it for a minute or two, let the steam take some of the heat away. Now, my experience in using this is, and somebody's going to ask, is what about fines or grounds in the bottom of the mug itself? Well, you know, yes, there are. It's just that simple. But can I lift that up again and show you? I don't know. Can you see how fine those holes are on this? You can see light through it, but just barely. So my point is yes, they're allowing the very finest of the grounds to come through, but you don't feel them. They're not like they're floating grounds around in your cup that you can feel in your mouth. It does give it more body, more oomph, if you will, than if it was run through a paper filter. But when you get to the bottom of the cup, you're going to see a little bit of sludge. There's no question. I don't think I have found a metal filter that doesn't leave at least some. Some are worse than others. If you're used to a French press, you'll like this more because French press will actually allow more through than this will. Nice, rich cup of coffee, without question. Okay, as I mentioned, what I'll do is I'll put all the specifications for this mug from SILVERANT Outdoors in the video description, as well as the links. Do you know, as far as titanium coffee makers go, mugs and that type of thing, this is actually on the more affordable side. I think it was $35. Again, that'll be in the video description. So if you're looking for a good solution for making coffee in a double wall mug that's very lightweight, this actually is worth taking a look at. Good. If you have any comments or questions, put those in the comments section below. But until next time, get out and explore and take that path less traveled, because it will make all the difference. Bye for now.